Oh well. In other news, we got a couple trailers that dropped this week. Actually,
Mhm.
uh, first one is, and Laney's gonna love this. It's 28 years later. I didn't watch this on purpose. I wanted to savor it. So here we go. Here we go.
Right, sit here. Sit here.
Alfie, what's going on?
Jimmy, sit still, keep quiet, and do not move from this spot.
7, 6, 11, 5, 9 and 20 miles today, 4, 11, 17, 32 the day before. Boot, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Don't look at what's in front of you. Boot, 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 moving up and down again. Men go mad with watching them. There's no discharge in the war. If your eyes drop, they will get the top of you. Boot, 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 moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Right. To think of something different. Oh, God, keep from going lunatic. Boom, moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. 7, 6, 11, 5, 4, 17, 32 the day before.
Damn running zombies. I hate them bitches.
Spartan.
I will go watch 20. I will go watch 28 Days Later. That's all I was like, you know what? The more I think about it, I have never watched that movie.
Have you seen the sequel? I'm dumb question, but have you seen the sequel?
Nope.
I keep forgetting 28 weeks happened. Did you ever see the South Park special when they had the Nightmare of the Living Homeless?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's 28 is where that came. Everything in that episode, that's what that is inspired by. I also don't think you can find it.
Living Dead, Night of the Living Dead.
With the bus at the end?
Or 28 days.
The bus at the end, that was 28 days, wasn't it?
Maybe at the end, but like the way it's set up is more Night of the Living Dead.
Okay. Yeah. That the ending thing with the bus and the escaping, that's 28, which I don't think you could find right now. I think it's technically lost media, or someone's fighting behind the scenes as we speak to get that in the sequel and streaming.
I'll put on my piracy. I'll go
piracy.
I'll go to the Grand Line and find it.
Like, you can find it. It's just called 28.days.later.mp.123 blah blah blah.
It is somewhere in the East Blue. I'm pretty sure about it.
At the time, I forgot 28 weeks later even happened, but I'm curious to see how this one, what they do with this,
and that's what I was saying as well, because like the way that they did the first, I like how the first one was very, very small in stature.
Yeah,
it had a big concept, right? And then the second one still had small in stature as far as your cast, but went bigger, but bigger in a way that made sense. And it also went bigger in a way of like, you now see the beginning of the outbreak, even if it is the second beginning of the outbreak, you still see the beginning of the outbreak in that thought process. So now, how is it going to be that basically everything is shut down? Like now you're talking about, it's not even like Walking Dead, where the Walking Dead was between months and a couple of years. We're not talking about damn near generation.
Yeah.
So it's
I
going to
think
be interesting to see how they're going to evolve that thought process.
it feels like from what some of the scenes are showing, it looks like they do have another vantage point of the beginning of it, starting with the kids and the Teletubbies and that whole thing. And they're telling this maybe the story from maybe one of those kids' perspectives, maybe as they're
It
growing
looks
up.
like it.
Yeah, but
And that would make
it still
total sense.
feels like they're going to do it. And I hate to do it because everything gets compared to fucking Walking Dead, but it does still feel like they're going to be doing some type of Walking Dead-esque type of community. And they could
Which is
have
kind of a natural progression of things, which
Yeah.
like
And it
what do
makes
you do? You either fall apart or you find a way to rebuild, and it's kind of like
I don't see how you don't get away with that.
yeah.
Go get
I feel
Okay.
like with the people with the I think I saw like a wooden cave like structure, like spiked wall, and then bow and arrows and homemade clothes. Very much looks like we might be seeing something equivalent to the Scars. If anybody played the second Last of Us game,
Yeah.
yeah. So for those who don't know, there's basically some girl who became like a rebel during the outbreak and damn near started a cult.
Yeah.
And they basically are old school living, but surviving and thriving out there. So, home clothes, archery, whole 9 yards. So,
Yeah.
you.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, there's sometimes you can tell for some reason you can still tell a good zombie story no matter how it's told. You just don't need to drag it out. This doesn't, and this is one of those cases where they're not dragging it out. They're literally telling you a story.
I mean, it worked for Walking Dead till they decided to beat a dead horse. No pun intended.
Yeah.
They need to just, if in this era of games and TV shows, just do the Telltale. That'll bring all your fans back as well as.
Not too soon. Too soon.
Too soon.
What you
Walking
mean?
Dead. Walking Dead. Telltale stories. Too soon.
What you mean? They definitely need to bring that back. I'll go for season 5.
I can't relive that. Not the ending. Not the
Yeah.
ending. I can't relive the ending.
Look, it's literally it's. People ask me if I watched The Mist, and I was like, I watched it twice. Twice is enough. Twice is enough. I cannot watch just because of the ending of The Mist. I'm like, yo, it's so much.
But like, at the end of which season though?
No, The Mist.
The Walking Dead game.
Oh, the final season.
Yeah,
where that scene comes up where. I don't want to say it because there's probably still people like what happened at the final season.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't say it, but it's heart wrenching. I'll put it that way.
Yes.
I felt like the end of the first season hurt the most, especially when homegirl found her parents and they were especially because if you dig around her house enough, you can hear what happens.
Yeah. So I you're not wrong. I do think that if you play the games in succession and you get attached to some of the certain characters, one could rival 4. It's just I think it's just a matter of which pulls at your heartstrings more.
And whoever came up with that, whoever was the writer for that Telltale story, you are talented, but F you. You're talented,
and they need to redo 3 because even though the 3rd season wasn't a bad season, it just in continuity wise, it just felt weird.
Right.
Yeah. Although, so if you chose Jane after season 2, I can't trust you. I
don't know. Either one was a bad.
I fully agree with that.
I think either one was a bad choice.
You watch Kenny lose his family twice, and you're gonna keep antagonizing. Why would you?
Kenny was a psychopath. He became a psychopath.
We watched we watched Kenny. We watched what made him into what he did.
True.
Told her to stop multiple times, and she's like, what do? We're gonna pretend we just off the infant because I felt like it. Why would you? I went for the mystery ending of, oh no, I'm too concussed to grab the gun. What happened happened. This is not my choice.
I think there's a choice that she can leave without them.
There's a choice where she can.
I just love the fact that Kira is just in shock right now.
So
it's just like, what is this Gary Hart talking about?
So
Look. As much as I watched The Walking Dead and watched Carol do some.
Look at the flowers.
Look at the flower. The choices this woman had to make. You just like. She had to do what she had to do.
Yeah, so there are some outcomes in the game if you don't make a choice. So if you're too slow to crawl to the gun, Jane and Kenny basically solve it themselves, and you are not held responsible. Then you can choose whether or not you want to leave. But
yeah, you remember like little things. I don't remember all that.
It's not even that. It's just sometimes I just want to see what happens. So the last time I played, I was like, what happens if I just stay here in the snow? And then you hear the stab, and it's like, all right. But even then, if you choose to go with her, she ends up leaving you anyway.
Yep.
In the most selfish of fashion. So Kenny might have been a crash out, but he's a crash out who cares.
Jesus.
Also, did we bring Cillian Murphy back just to be a zombie in this, or
That's what it looked like.
No, they said there's an article. They said it's not him. It's not him.
Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say that's
I hope not.
Cool cameo, but like, did you show up just to stand still and get paid for it, or what?
No.
He's supposed to be in the next movie after this one too.
Yeah.
Somebody said that this is going to be a Star Wars trilogy, which I'm like, nah, they shouldn't do that. They should just
like this. This is the trilogy. Like, I mean, this should be it. But
yeah,
nope. I heard this is supposed to start another trilogy, or not another trilogy. It's supposed to start a trilogy.
Yeah, I don't know.